Welcome back, third time today, to Fortune Cookies Tarot. This is 3 for Tuesday special bonus video. We're going to be talking about Rupert Lowe. I'll be right back. Welcome back, Tarot Maniacs. This is your third video on 2 for Tuesday. You got 3 for Tuesday. So we are going to be talking about Rupert Lowe. This is a new character for me in British politics, and I found him very engaging, very intriguing, and I wanted to do a little look because I think that Nigel Farage and Rupert Lowe are really going to be vying for the same position to oust Keir Starmer and make some changes to the United Kingdom. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed the other two sections. If you haven't watched them, go on back and give a look and let me know what you think about what's going on in British politics. I am very excited. I love a pulse in a country, and this definitely is very pulsy. So let's get to the questions. I'm going to pull up my card view. I hope you're having an amazing day. And let's get going on this. So Rupert Lowe, rising or falling star in Reform UK. So let's see what is going on with him. What is the true nature of Rupert Lowe's current political energy? Let's get a look at that. Five of Pentacles. He is trying to re-enter the atmosphere. Let's put it that way. Just a little bit more of a look here. He does not have the diamonism of Nigel Farage, unfortunately. And he's trying to do that. So trying to get, and when I say he's trying to re-enter the atmosphere here, he's trying to get back down with the people, and I sound so corny, and get on their eye level and really let them know that he's accessible. He is a man of the people. All too often, we get people in politics and they immediately loft up. Joe Biden was a great example of that. He's been in politics since he was, I think, in his late 20s, and he was always in this ivory tower kind of position. So for Rupert Lowe, what we're looking at is to become more accessible, like the way that Nigel Farage is. So do we get this kickstart of energy? Yes, I do think he does it because he is taking instruction to be less like the status quo, which right now is Keir Starmer, being less like that, speaking less like him, conducting himself. He's probably taking body language and communication instruction to appear more appealing, more interesting for people. Down here, excuse me, there is a sense of service here. He does want to help get into a more dynamic and influential position in politics. Absolutely, he is headed for prime minister spot. I don't think there's any question of that. In the back of his mind, he really does want to get in there and be a good help for the United Kingdom. Back here, I do want to talk about that sad squirrel for a minute. So that sad squirrel is a little bit of a bratty McBrat. So I do think that there is some combativeness that's under there. And this does look like a soccer hooligan. But I think there's some combativeness in there, which he needs to leave in his past. He cannot bring that out. If it is a youthful streak of emotionality, he's got to drop that like it's hot. So I just lost all my screens again. What is going on here? So let's get us back up and running. We're almost there, kids. Sorry about that. Huh. Sorry, kids. We are still up and running. That was weird because we pop back on. I was missing. Yeah, I'm talking about things that I shouldn't. Not really. So, does he have the potential to become a major force in Reform UK? Does he have the potential for that? Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. He's got to get messaging out there a little bit better. Again, if they have to choose between Nigel Farage currently, I think that if there were an election just between the two of them to see who would be the front runner or who would be the runner, I think Nigel Farage is a bit more dynamic and comes out. Again, the cards are saying this. This isn't my opinion. Cards are saying this. I found Rupert Lowe very engaging. So I think we really do need to figure out who it's going to be, because his messaging is not quite as accessible, bright, and interesting as Nigel Farage. So again, I do think that there's some body language instruction going on and some communication instruction going on, which is really good for any politician anyway. Again, there's a no give up kind of energy here. We don't want to see that happen. What internal conflicts are influencing his career? So, what is the crux of him really pushing for this? King of Pentacles. He wants that top job because he wants to have a Great Britain again. A Great Britain again. Let's make Britain great again. I think he did actually take that phrase and go with it. So heart's in the right place, but there is a power desire here. There is a little bit of a power desire. So this isn't really a conflict. This is more of what internally is influencing him to have this career. So is there a power struggle actually between him and Nigel Farage? Or is the relationship just, hey, may the best man win and may the best man for Great Britain win? So is there a power struggle between the two of them? Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. So, and the Tower. There's a little bit of mudslinging I think we might see here. I don't think that there is a power struggle, so to speak. I don't think that they dislike each other like we saw in our Democratic debates, or the Democratic Party debates, or the Republican Party debates. I just don't think that they would go for the throat to get, if they were put in the same room. I think they would be able to come to some kind of polite agreement and not really fight. This is interesting though, because the Tower is something that someone did to themselves, becomes evident, it gets out in the world and disrupts this power dynamic, and one of them floats to the top. So is it Nigel Farage that wins? Yes. Or is it Rupert Lowe? Yeah. So I just have a feeling something's going to come out about Rupert Lowe. So, it just takes them a little bit of digging. They find out you didn't do something on your taxes and you're all jacked up. So how do voters perceive Rupert Lowe? Is he a leader or is he more of a secondary figure? So again, we're going to be looking for increased numbers on this if we're looking at major or minor arcana, and we're going to be looking at queens, kings if we're in the court, and we're going to be looking at those middle numbers, those robust middle numbers in the major arcana. The reason why we're looking for the middle and robust numbers in the major arcana is because that is the flower of life in the course of the life of, the screens went dead again. Yowza. So that is the flush of life. We want to make sure that we are looking at the flush of life. And just sit with me, kids. We are back. We are back. I apologize for this. I'm going to stop recording after this. We're still running. So how do they view Rupert Lowe? We're going to do one card here. One card, Knight of Wands. So I think that they do see him as a secondary figure. This is, I think in general, voters are going to perceive Rupert Lowe as a secondary figure in there. What hidden challenges could derail his ambitions? Page of Pentacles, Five of Swords. These are enemies. Two of Pentacles breaking off in two directions. So these are people that maybe have a perceived slight, perceived wronging. They are the ones that are going to break up this intention to build a better UK, to build a better government for UK. Some people that have been slighted will come in and say, no, 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 that's not what he said. That's not what he means. So, interestingly enough, I think that is going to come from colleagues and figures that are around him in a less professional but casual, still professional but casual situation. So think cocktail parties, those kind of things. I think someone's going to blast out something that he said in a casual but professional environment, like a gala or something. Will he remain Reform UK, or could he branch out politically? Oh, I do think he could branch out politically. I think he could have a change of heart. If the door slams in his face, if there is some scandal, some shadiness that comes out, he could review and come back out as as a member of another party. So does he have the backing of key allies? Or is he being pushed out? Backing of key allies? And there it is again, guys. They're being pushed out. So I do see that there are some elements that are working against him. I do think here that, opposition, if the opposition is Keir Starmer, I think that there will be some effort to kind of take his legs out from under him. So, yeah, key allies. I don't know if I would trust any of these particular allies, but that's just me. Could he take on a leadership role that surprises the public? So, we had some shockers in the Democratic Party here in the United States. We had RFK Jr., with the Kennedy branded name, leave. He was basically ousted from the Democratic Party and then went over to a more independent role, but working for Donald Trump in a Republican government. Tulsi Gabbard, who is a veteran and a delightful politician from Hawaii, she left the Democratic Party and is now functioning more as an independent. I think she's really a libertarian, but we don't really have like a libertarian party officially. So I do think that we can see these people changing places. So taking on a leadership role, if he is not the top tomato in reform, he will likely take his ball and go on home to play with some other kids. So he may do a little flip and take a different role on a different leadership role, maybe in a more modified kind of way. So, I do think he wants to be the top tomato. So I'm going to have to watch a little bit more about Rupert Lowe. But what is his Yellow Brick Road? So let's follow that yellow brick road. And this is for Rupert Lowe. What does he need to know for optimum results? Don't give up. Don't give up. Because you have friends. And don't react because you may regret it. Don't give up. Your heart is in the right place. If you do not get the support from the public that you anticipated or that you even polled for, I would not return volley with "I'm taking my ball and going home." That kind of regret will make you seem flexible as a leader, and it will further damage your leadership ability. It is best when we feel sour and pickled that we go home and just kind of walk that off for a little bit. Always go back to rest, recovery, and reliving the experience and making sure that you are not reacting. We want to make sure there is no rash reaction here. So this was quite fun. I had a great time with this. As I've always said to you guys, I love politics. I love world politics. I like knowing what makes the world go round, and I hope that you do too. All of this is important stuff. A lot of people say never discuss religion, politics. I think that politics is an important thing. It's important to listen. It's important to hear other sides of it. Let me know if you want me to do the same thing for some of the other leaders in the United Kingdom, some of the other contenders for the position of prime minister. I know it's almost universal among my friends. I should say it is universal among my British friends that Keir Starmer is a disliked prime minister. No one really is jumping up and down and saying, well, he's doing an okay job. I haven't even heard that. So I can confidently say that most of the people I know don't really like him. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see some other contenders in future videos. I have no problem. It's my first 3 for Tuesday I've ever done. But we will be back later in the week. I am having a surgical procedure tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be okay. But I'm going to can a video for you guys for Wednesday, and hopefully I'll have the rest of my videos done in a day or so that you guys have content for the rest of the week. I hope you like this. Thank you so much. My favorite part of the day. See you guys all soon, you tarot maniacs. Have a great one.